Last but one, and penultimately, we have the winner from our current reigning champions of FameLab Academy. That's the Cotswold School. Henry Cannon won here last year. Can they make it 2 in a row with the determined, passionate, and enthusiastic Sabrina Torris? Good at languages, she's fluent in several. Sabrina likes cake, dislikes Marmite, and says she wants to be an international lawyer, but she could be swayed towards a STEM career. That's the lawyer in her coming out. She's negotiating already. And now, in front of our judges, she gets 3 minutes to make her case. Silence in court, after some applause, please, for Sabrina Torris.
Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, cancer, tick-tock, tick-tock. Is the final countdown? Well, maybe not. Let me take you on a fascinating journey into the unique and intriguing world of stem cells, the building blocks of the human body that have amazing potential in the medicinal world. Stem cells have superpowers. I mean, wow! These guys are like our very own army of microscopic doctors. Imagine a stem cell as one of those blank tiles in Scrabble. That blank tile can become literally any letter you want it to be. Bingo! Stem cells can shapeshift into nearly any type of specialized cell through a complicated but fascinating process called differentiation, which is basically where some genes turn on and others turn off, like flicking switches in a TV remote. This makes them perfect for the job being this, organ and tissue regeneration. Isn't it amazing? Let's get a wee bit of science in here. There are 2 types of stem cells, somatic and embryonic. The first comes from adults and the second, well, it's obvious. The main difference between these guys is that only embryonic stem cells can become absolutely any other cell, while somatic stem cells, which are commonly found in the bone marrow or the lining of the gut, can act as a renewable source of most replacement cells. So, how far can these stem cells really go? Stem cells have the potential to replace damaged brain tissue, treating diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Furthermore, embryonic stem cells could form insulin-producing cells that could treat type 1 diabetes. Scientists even think that stem cells could be the solution to the big C, cancer. Just recently, we have had revolutionary breakthroughs. Stephen Story had multiple sclerosis. He couldn't even hold a slice of pizza or flick the channels on TV. However, Stephen was one of the lucky few who were able to get access to a stem cell transplant, using stem cells from his own bone marrow. Amazingly, he can now swim and cycle. The ability to use stem cells to repair damaged organs and hopefully get rid of the desperate need for new drugs is going to be very important for the future of mankind. But it's also important to appreciate that there's a lot yet to discover, and there will be for years to come. I believe in saving a human life. I want to find cures for the incurable. I need to live to see the day when tragic, life-changing diseases can be reversed. So, want to conquer disease? I give you stem cells.
Thanks, Sabrina. I really enjoyed that. First, your use of vocal variety was great. First person to sing, you tick-tocked, you wowed really loudly, and you were dead quiet, and you held us all in suspense. And that real change in the way you're delivering really kind of animated your presentation, so that was really great.
Thank you.
I like the way that you used analogies, the use of a blank tile in Scrabble. That was a really good way to get your point across. And I like the way you use stories. I like hearing about Stephen and how stem cells improved his life. So those are really good tools to keep us along with you. So that was great. So my question is, so I might be wrong on this, why are some countries so against using stem cells?
Well, as you all probably know, because it's quite hot news, like hot topic in the news at the moment, it's very controversial, especially with the use of embryonic stem cells. So lots of people say they're completely against it because it goes against moral views and ethical reasons. Like they believe that, say, Christians believe that thou shalt not kill, so they're completely against the use of embryos. And some people on the other side just see like the endless benefits that this use of embryonic stem cells and stem cell research could potentially bring. I personally, I think that it's important to say that all embryonic stem cells are like embryos left over from IVF clinics, and they would otherwise be discarded. So I think we should make use of this like amazing opportunity, and like we could potentially save millions of people throughout loads of diseases. So I think we should definitely go all guns blazing.
It's a really interesting topic, Sabrina, and something that you say is hot news at the moment.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, is this something that you learn about at school, or is it just off your own back that you've wanted to research this?
Well, it's probably a bit of the two, really. We learned some of the basics in school, and I was like, wow, this is great. I really want to like find out more about this. And then I also saw lots of news articles and about Stephen's story. There was also in China recently. They did an experiment with children who had cataracts under an eye disease, and they used the stem cells that lined the lens to actually grow a whole new lens to cure their cataracts. So yeah, I was just really interested, so I really wanted to.
And again, I like the way that you made it easy to understand for those people who aren't hot on stem cells, you know, differentiation. You likened it to a remote control, turning things off and on, so that was nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good talk. I've got two questions. Do you want the moderately horrible one or the really horrible one?
The really horrible one.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I warned her. Right. When Attenborough was born, he's 90 this year, there were 2.5 billion people on Earth. Now that he's in his 90th year, there are 8 billion people on Earth. Now, you've heard that terrifying bunch over there saying that humanity is in massive trouble if we have any more toasters or people or zombies, whatever. Do we want to eradicate these diseases that have evolved with humanity? Do we want to eradicate cancer or all these terrible, terrible, awful diseases that individually aren't for humanity? Do we want to do that?
I agree, that's a really horrible question.
Yeah.
But I just thought I'd put
The
that
other
out
one was,
there.
did you enjoy your talk?
But I think that we should just keep trying to get more intelligent, try and like use these opportunities, as I said, to try and just like all these people, so many people are in pain from these diseases, cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, spinal cord injury. And for example, spinal cord injury, there is no cure at the moment. And I do agree with growing population, big problems, scarcity of resources, but I think we should help those people who are in pain. Like, how could you say no to them? So I think we should definitely grab the opportunity.
Horrible question, well dealt with. Applause, please, for the totipotent Sabrina Torris.